to start by first, what I find so interesting about fears, because I mean, I think we all understand that it's a pretty basic human emotion, and I guess the foundations is kind of like, so your human instincts and kind of a self defense thing, kind of
Flight
to
or fight.
exactly, fight or flight. Gets your guard up, lets you be aware of your surroundings. That fear puts you on edge. What I'm most interested in is that tipping point where fear kind of dabbles into the realm of disgust. Like, is disgust kind of in the fear realm as well?
Can you give like an example that I think
Absolutely,
I'm
I
on
can.
your page, but I don't entirely know.
So, and I think it's when we start talking about irrational fears. For example, I'll be straightforward. Frogs, not about frogs. I hate frogs. Terrified of frogs. There are some pictures of frogs that I just like kind of can't look at because they're disgusting. If someone dropped a frog on my desk right in front of me right now, I'd be up and out of here real quick. But like, I'm not scared. Like I'm kind of scared, but like I'm not fearing for my life. There's no instincts. There's no fight or flight. I'm just so disgusted by this thing that I
I'm
now fear it.
I'm keeping note of that when you come to the cottage. But one day I'm gonna wake you up. I'm gonna throw a frog on you. I'm gonna catch one.
You know what? I'm all for fun and games. When it comes to frogs, I'll end relationships and I'll end lives.
Kill the frog.
It's your funeral. No, no, yeah, your life. It's your funeral.
So we've talked about this because, ironically, and we found this out actually almost like a year ago, is that I actually have the same fear where I hate frogs. And I remember because I was like, I was hiding it, and then like I was telling Liam like, yo, like, there's one thing we can't mess with each other with. I'm like, please, like, I won't mess with you if you tell me one of your fears. Do not mess with me with a frog or a toad. And he's
Okay.
like, yo, he's like, Loki, like, I'm the exact same way. And I was like, yo.
Okay, but what about like how when you say you've been hiding it? What happened? Like you once saw a frog and you're like,
Oh fuck. The secret.
trying to keep it like together.
No, it's just I don't like it's just one of those things that like I can't stand when people like, you know how when people like screw with you with fears, like they're like, oh, like I know it bothers this person, so I mess with them with this. If you were at the cottage and threw a frog at me, it's either that frog or me. One of us is gonna die. Like there's no escaping. And that's not a joke. Like I will like I'm sorry. Like for anyone who's like against animal cruelty, like the frog, if it tries to mess with me, I'm gonna mess with it in return.
That's
Otherwise,
so
if it's
interesting.
sitting
What
there, it's
like what
chilling.
is it?
It doesn't. It's just so gross. It's slimy. Like you know what though? I'll give it to you. There's certain frogs, like rainforest frogs and stuff like that. I could see where they're cute, whatever have you, from a distance, from a picture. But toads, the big bulky pieces of shit that literally look just like squishy and fat, like
Yo,
me
don't
in
talk about
third grade.
Mario's boy like
Like,
that, dude. What the fuck?
you know, it's really I'm scared of the Mario character Toad. Like that mushroom hat is too sketchy. Like where's his hair? Like I don't get it. Like where's the disconnect? Yeah, that's just me personally.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
honestly,
Yeah, and that's irrational. I would classify that as an irrational fear because it's like, I mean, to Luke's point, the ones in the Amazon might kill you because they're super fucking poisonous. Um, but like, what else are they gonna? They give you a wart, I
but
guess.
yeah, like that never crosses my mind. I never look at a frog and say, "Oh shit, that thing's poisonous and it might kill me." No, no, no. It's just like, don't fucking touch me.
Correct.
Don't look at me. Don't be near me. I don't like it. And before we dig too deep into the fear thing, kind of to go off what Lucas said, anyone who fucks with people's fears, fuck that guy. You're a piece of shit, and I don't like you.